Shalom, Chag Sameach, Chag Sukkot Sameach. Chag Sukkot Sameach, my beloved.
And Chag Sameach, my handsome husband.
Thank you very much.
We are rejoicing in the Lord tonight because the Lord is so revealing so many things during this Feast of Tabernacles. You know, every year there's something new, but you're feeling the approaching. You're feeling something happening in the spirit realm, and you observe and you walk the Feast of the Lord like we are walking the Feast of Sukkot, which is Tabernacles.
Yes, Sukkot is the plural of the word Sukkah, which, if I think about it, it means dwelling with God.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, so dwelling with God, and exactly, he said, he became flesh and he dwelt amongst us. But the word dwelt is just not a good word. It actually means tabernacle. So there he tabernacled amongst us. And you know, Noam, I know as you as a child growing up in Israel, and actually as a man growing up in Israel, for the feast, and I've celebrated many feasts in Israel when I lived there.
Yeah.
So for you, what did it mean before you knew him?
Well, we always used to build the sukkah in Israel outside the house, and we decorated it. We decorated with all that we could. And it always, we had the meals there, and it was everybody sitting together and having fun.
It was the ingathering of the harvest is what it was. It was an offering unto the Lord. It was like we Americans growing up, it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But the Feast of Tabernacles is Thanksgiving unto the Lord. But it's in the timeline of God. It's where Yeshua walked. It's who Yeshua is. He is the tabernacle. He is our dwelling place. We are hidden inside of him. And the sukkah in the wilderness, when Yeshua said, build these temporary booths, I love the fact that he said to them, make sure that you can see through the top of the booth to see who I am, the eternal God, and everything that I have put above you. And he provided everything for them. They never lacked. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not lack.
Yes, and he also, we need to remember, he led them in the desert. And we need to remember that we need to be led by him and not by ourselves, our desires. Like we're in
an earthly journey now, but everything that we see around here is temporary. Our flesh is temporary, but he's come to tabernacle within us. This is an outward shell, a tent that will soon just fade away, but he tabernacles within us. And during 2,000 years ago, during the temple time, they would have a priest go down to the pool of Siloam with 2 golden pitchers. And one was to receive water from the pool of Siloam, and also the other pitcher was full of wine. And so we know that the water is a washing of the Word, the Holy Spirit, and the wine is a symbol of the blood. And isn't this amazing? As they brought it up, they rejoiced in Psalm 118. All the musicians, the flutes, the singing, it was the most joyous. And they didn't even know that they were celebrating the water, the washing of the Word, and the Holy Spirit, and the blood, which represents Yeshua himself. But they were rejoicing in him. And then I thought about this. The spear, when Yeshua was on the execution stake, what came out of him was blood and water. Blood and water. Out of him, because he is our tabernacle, from the foundations of the earth he knew us, came forth us, the bride. Now, let's go on a mountain trip. You can go on a mountain trip outside of Nazareth, and it's a mountain of transfiguration, is what they call. I think they should say the mountain of tabernacles, but who am I to say that, you know? But when Yeshua said to only 3 out of the 12, Peter, James, and John,
the chosen ones.
We
really need to pray that we'll be the chosen ones.
that he'll say to us, come to the mountain. Because he has chosen us from the beginning of time. It's just how far we want to walk with him, isn't it? It's how far we want to go. Do we want to stay at the cross, or do we want to follow him when he says, come, deny yourself and follow me? But out of 3 out of 12, not a good percentage, he brought up to the mountain. And right away what happened is that the Spirit of God lifted the veil, and they saw into the eternal realm, and they saw Moses and Elijah. And because it was the Feast of Tabernacles, right away, Peter,
Yeah, let's build a sukkah for them.
I would have said it.
I know, me too, because we wanted to stay. We
Yeah.
wanted to contain
Yes.
He wanted to contain them in the sukkah.
But the Yeshua was trying to say it's not about the natural realm.
Yeah.
It's about, I want to show you the eternal realm. I want to show you into the secret chamber. I want to show you the secret place where I will reveal the mysteries of God to you. So he come to dwell amongst us, to tabernacle. So this time I thought, Lord, what is it? He says, I want to lift the veil. I want to lift the veil. Not the people that just are casual believers aren't going to see this. The ones that want to stay in the outer court aren't going to see us. When we come into the inner chamber, of course, we see the symbols of who Yeshua is. Because in Yeshua, we see the reflection of the glory of God. So we must enter through that inner chamber. But he says, come into the secret place of the holies of holies. Yeah. And this is what this Feast of Tabernacles is all about. He is lifting a veil for those who are passionately seeking him and want to know by the Spirit, take me in, Lord. Take me in. Let me taste and see that you're good. And Rabbi Eliezer said about the sukkah, he said that the sukkah holds the glory of God. Yeah. You know what, people? I am saying to you, if you've never observed tabernacles, the Lord did. He did on that day that he took Peter, James, and John up. He observed it. But yet he was saying to Peter, oh, Peter, come on. I'm going to lift the veil in a season with people right before the coming of the Lord. And we're going to see. And we're going to know the eternal realm, because this world is going to be nothing to us. Only his presence.
Yes.
And Lord, divulge unto us in that secret chamber.
Yes, let's not focus on the temporary things.
Yes,
because they are just gone with the wind.
Amen.
Let's
Amen.
focus on him. Let us be led by him.
Yes.
In Yeshua's name.
And rejoice. So we say to you, from our home to your home.
Sameach.
There's so much more we could teach. I can hardly handle it because there's Simchat Torah. What does that mean? What does that mean about Yeshua's birthday and when he was circumcised? But maybe that will be for another time. But what we want to say to you, come away. He's saying to you, come away, my beloved. Come with me into the secret chamber of the sukkah. Hug Sameach, everybody.
Chag Sukkot Sameach, everybody.
And hug Sameach to you,
thank you,
my wonderful husband. I love you.
I love you, honey.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.